How good can Désiré Doué actually be? He wasn't supposed to be the star, he wasn't the headline signing, yet somehow on the biggest night in European football, it was Désiré Doué, a teenager who stole the show. 2 goals, 1 assist, man of the match, in a Champions League final of all places.
Vai colocar a bola aqui em Doue, atenção ao PSG, o remate e golo! Atenção à Vitinha, vai oferecer a Doue o 3-0, está Doue!
Désiré Doué was almost unstoppable at times tonight.
Doue is the more explosive player. He's got the pace, but he's different. He's frightening in a different way.
But let's pause the hype, because we've seen this before. Young stars shine bright, then fade just as fast. We can mention the likes of Alexander Pato and Bojan Krkic as prime examples. So the real question isn't what Doue did last season, it's what comes next. Can he do it again? Can he grow into the generational talent everyone's now expecting, or will he be another dazzling spark who disappears when the spotlight gets too hot? Let's find out how good Désiré Doué can actually be.
He's a special talent. Hopefully he can stay like that and he can last for a very long time, but he's a very good player.
Born on June 3, 2005 in Angers, France, Désiré Doué is a fresh-faced phenom making waves in modern football. Standing at approximately 1.81 to 1.83 metres tall and primarily right-footed, he excels as an attacking midfielder or winger, comfortable on either flank. His journey began early, joining Rennes Academy in 2011 at just 6 years old. After a decade in the youth ranks, he broke through to the first team in August 2022, making an instant impact with goals and dynamic performances. By 2024, at only 19, he'd earned a headline-grabbing €50 million move to PSG, signing a 5-year deal through 2029. Doué's versatility defines him. He can torpedo down the right, drift in as a number 10 or cut inside from the left, constantly shifting, always dangerous. His athleticism blends with craft, elite dribbling, sharp agility, and increasingly advanced decision-making have become his trademarks. But more than physical tools, he offers something rarer for his age, a mature head. Coaches praise his focus, game intelligence, and leadership traits. He's been described as calm, grounded, and surprisingly composed off the pitch. Doué isn't just a flashy youngster, he's a technically gifted, tactically flexible player with the mindset to match. That rare combo has earned him a rapid promotion, a big money transfer, and a reputation as one of the world's most promising talents. Now, the burning question. Can he build on that promise? Let's dissect his skill set to find out. Désiré Doué doesn't just play football, he ignites it. From the first whistle, you notice something different about him. The way he glides with the ball. It's like the pitch bends to his rhythm. Whether he's weaving through defenders or slicing the midfield with a line-breaking carry, there's a sense of danger every time he touches the ball. And the numbers? They back it up big time. This past season, Doué averaged over 12 progressive carries per 90 minutes. That's not just good, that's elite. In fact, only a handful of players across Europe can match that level of forward momentum. When he runs at defenders, he doesn't just take them on, he takes them out of the game entirely. And when it comes to dribbling, he's in a league of his own, with nearly 7 take-ons per match and a 99th percentile success rate. Defenders know exactly what's coming, but still can't stop it. And this is what makes him stand out. He doesn't dribble for flair, though there's plenty of that, he dribbles with purpose. Whether it's a body feint, a sudden stop-start, or that cheeky nutmeg he seems to have patented, Doué does it all with confidence and calculation. But it doesn't end there. He's also become a creative powerhouse. Doué finished the season averaging nearly 3 key passes per 90 minutes, routinely carving up defences with precise through balls and sweeping cross-field switches. His expected assists? Sky high. His vision? Razor sharp. He sees passing angles that others miss and executes them with calm finesse. He brings the flair of Neymar but with a sharper edge. There's a discipline in his game. His decision-making is maturing fast, and he rarely forces the spectacular if a simple pass will do. That's what makes him so unique. a showman when needed, a playmaker when required. And here's the kicker. He's no passenger when it comes to defense. Doué presses with intent, tracks back and even puts in tackles. He averages over 2 tackles per game, showing he's not afraid to get stuck in. He's got lungs for days, always buzzing around the pitch, hungry to win the ball back and launch another attack. It's that full package profile, attack, creativity and defense that has coaches and scouts raving. Not just about what he's doing now, but what it could all become. Désiré Doué is more than just a teenage dribbler with flair. He's a tactical weapon, a game changer and a nightmare matchup for any defender. And at just 19, it feels like we've barely scratched the surface, and his performance in the Champions League final proved it. From the early season flashes to tactical mastery, all the signs had pointed to something special. But nothing could have prepared us for that night in Munich, a night that changed everything. As the Champions League final kicked off at the Allianz Arena, PSG looked determined to shake history, and in the 12th minute, Désiré Doué proved why. A slick 1-2 between Vitinha and Dembele unlocked Inter's backline, and Doué rolled the ball back to Hakimi for the opening goal.
Do Inter, mas na direita que há mais variabilidade no jogo.
Grande passe de Vitinha, atenção ao PSG, gol! É o primeiro!
Just 8 minutes later, he danced into space again, unleashed a sharp shot that deflected in, a reminder that this wasn't luck, it was artistry in motion.
Tudo aberto do lado contrário. Dembélé vai colocar a bola aqui em Doué, atenção ao PSG, o remate e gol!
But that was just the beginning. Deep into the second half, his movement was poetry. Vitinha delivered, Doué struck, and suddenly PSG led 3-0.
Muito bem jogada pelo Paris Saint-Germain, atenção a Vitinha, vai oferecer ao Doué o 3-0. Está Doué!
With each goal, his maturity became clearer. The composure under pressure, the timing, the unwavering confidence. When the final whistle blew, the scoreboard read 5-0, the largest winning margin in Champions League final history. And at the heart of it all was Doué. 2 goals, 1 assist, and a performance so commanding he was unanimously named man of the match. At 19 years and 362 days old, he became the youngest player to both score twice and provide an assist in a final. This wasn't just a singular display, it was the distilled result of a season's worth of growth. It was the flashpoint that elevated a prodigious talent into the realms of legends. It wasn't luck or circumstance, it was skill, mind and vision brought to life under the brightest lights. This wasn't a breakout, it was a coronation. But how has he performed with the national team? Désiré Doué's ascent on the international stage has been as rapid as his rise on club glass ceilings. He blitzed through France's youth ranks, dominating at under 17, under 19 and under 21 before claiming Olympic silver in 2024, where his dribbling and creative flair stood out on the global stage. Not long after, he earned his first senior cap for Les Bleus, and almost immediately he looked every bit like a future mainstay, bringing that irresistible blend of energy and invention that France desperately craves. But if the Olympics and Nations League submissions were previews, the 2025 Club World Cup in the US was the full debutant ball. In a dramatic quarter-final showdown against Bayern Munich and Atlanta, PSG went down to 9 men, but Doué remained undeterred, summoning the same composure that lit up Munich in the Champions League final. He scored in the 78th minute, slipping his shot past Manuel Neuer to break the deadlock.
Neves. PSG players waiting in the penalty area. Doué's there!
That goal clocked Doué's name even higher in the global spotlight, proving his knack for rising to the occasion. As PSG battled to a 2-0 victory and slid into the semis, pundits across the board noted this wasn't just a one-off moment of brilliance, it was validation. Doué was proving he can deliver on major stages again and again, against elite opposition, even when his team is short-handed. Back home, pundits and fans alike are already whispering this isn't a one-season wonder. As France gears up for Euro 2028 and eyes 2030 World Cup dominance, Doué's all-action style, attacking juice and midfield drive perfectly complement the likes of Mbappe, Camavinga and Griezmann. He's not just part of the new wave, he's shaping it. And as France's next generational centrepiece, the expectation is clear. Doué isn't just on the rise, he's already here. With every match, every goal, every pressure-packed performance, Désiré Doué silences doubters and sharpens the hype. But beyond the dazzling highlight reels and silverware-stuffed debut seasons lies the million-dollar question. How far can this kid really go? Let's start with what's already obvious, his strengths. Doué isn't a one-position wonder. He's tactically fluid, capable of playing across the front three or pulling strings from midfield, as evidenced by this map. Whether drifting inside from the left, ghosting into the box from the right, or orchestrating attacks as a central 10, he adapts without missing a beat. His goal contributions are consistent. He's not reliant on purple patches, and when the pressure rises, he thrives. His Champions League and Club World Cup heroics speak volumes. Add to that a high football IQ, elite spatial awareness, and a tireless work ethic, and it's no wonder top analysts are calling him a once-in-a-generation hybrid. A creator, scorer, and ball winner in one compact package. But for all the promise, there are challenges ahead. Can he maintain this level of brilliance across multiple seasons? Can his body handle the physical toll of elite football week in, week out? Injuries, overexposure, and mental burnout have derailed many a young phenom before him. And with the world watching, expecting, he'll have to balance ambition with resilience. Could he reach Ballon d'Or levels? Perhaps. He's ticking boxes faster than most, but even if he doesn't top individual charts, he could evolve into a world-class utility creator like David Silva or Luka Modric, players who quietly dictated football's golden age. That path may be even more valuable. The ceiling is sky high. The question is, can he keep climbing? The question isn't whether Désiré Doué belongs at the top, it's how long he can stay there. Because now comes the hardest part of any protege's journey: sustaining excellence. With one magical season behind him, Doué must now prove he's not just a flash of brilliance, but a permanent fixture in football's elite. Step 1. Cementing himself as an undisputed starter at PSG. The competition is fierce, and the standard never dips in a team stacked with talent. Vitinha, Dembele, Bakala, Ruiz, Nuno Mendes. But if he continues delivering on the biggest stages, that starting spot becomes his to lose. In Europe, the Champions League isn't just where he announced himself, it's where legacies are built. Consistency year after year will be the difference between star and superstar. Then there's the international stage. With the 2026 World Cup on the horizon, Doué has the chance to become a regular in France's starting 11, adding his name to a lineup already loaded with world-class firepower. And tactically, the future is flexible. Whether as a creative midfielder, a dynamic winger, or even a false nine, his evolution will depend on sharpening those tools and staying one step ahead of defenders and injuries. The journey's only getting faster, but if he stays grounded, focused, and hungry, there's no telling how far he can go. And that brings us to the end of today's video. If you enjoyed it, then hit the like button and subscribe to this channel for more videos like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.